This is a journey into sound. A journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new values, and a new experience.
Welcome to the Ghee Spot Podcast. I'm your guide, Katie Silcox, bringing you your weekly self-love soundbite. Join us for conversations around sex, spirit, and all things self-care. All things self-care. All things self-care.
This is a journey into sound.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
You are a Ghee Spot Podcast with Katie Silcox.
Hey listeners, this is Amaury. I'm stepping in for Katie this week. I want to thank our sponsors, Ahara Ghee. They're offering all of our listeners $5 off their order by using the promo code GheeSpot at checkout. Their website is iloveghee.com. And my favorite product from them is definitely the Ethiopian spiced ghee. If you haven't tried a spiced ghee, it's really good for cooking with, but also adding as a topping. And I recently learned from one of our Ayurveda school teachers that often when you're following a regimen and it's calling for a certain amount of ghee, call it like a tablespoon or two of ghee, what they usually mean is that you're adding that in addition to the ghee you might have used to saute your spice and aromatics. So you're putting this on top, and this ghee is perfect for that. The Ethiopian spice is one of the best flavors I've ever had. And so it's funny, I was at the studio late one night, and in our kitchen, we just have a few basic things, and I made a bowl of quinoa. I was feeling really lazy, and I just used this ghee for the first time, and it was so good. All I put was salt on my quinoa and topped it off with this ghee, and it was like magic. Like I actually spent hours making quinoa. So give it a try. Today's episode is audio taken from an Instagram live that we recently did, answering your frequently asked questions about the Ayurveda program. These are questions that we get a lot via email and on the calls that we do. So I hope it sparks your curiosity and answers any questions that you have. There was one question that we got after the video was live in the comment section that I wanted to add here, and that was from a lot of international students who were wondering if they could do the program, and the answer is yes. It's an online course, so you can do it from anywhere in the world. We have students on almost every continent: Asia, Australia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas. So it really is accessible if you've got a high-speed internet connection and the will to learn. Now, I'd like to think that the video is really funny, but there might be some things that are lost in translation and listening to the audio version. So if you want to watch the video, it's at theshaktischool.com/FAQ, theshaktischool.com/FAQ. There is a little bit of dry Amaury humor in that. So if you're like, what is she talking about? This doesn't make any sense. It's probably because it makes more sense in the video, but there shouldn't be too many things like that. If you have any questions, feel free to write us at info@theshaktischool.com. Katie will be back next week. So without further ado, here are your Ayurveda School frequently asked questions. Hey there, everybody. My name is Amaury. I am the program manager for Ayurveda School, and I'm here to answer your frequently asked questions. So let's get started. What's the structure of the program? Our structure is a weekly lecture every Wednesday, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3 hours long. And so you've got your weekly lectures. We run from mid-January to mid-December, and we have 1 week off in August. Most of the classes are live. We use Zoom to live stream our lectures, and then a few will be pre-recorded. So like 25% are pre-recorded classes. And in addition to your live lectures, you have your office hours, which is once a month, anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, depending on who shows up. And office hours are a chance to hang out with Laurel. Hi, Laurel. She's an Ayurvedic practitioner. And it's not a lecture, it's just an opportunity to come and get your questions answered and chat about the topics that we've been covering in our weekly lectures. So that's the meat of the program. In addition to that, you have little homework assignments, you have reading, and you've got your manual to link your reading and your lectures. So your manual really becomes like a roadmap to the program, and it'll help you study for the midterm and the exam, which you need to pass in order to get your certificate. So that's the main structure. The next question is, what if I don't want to be a health coach? Can I still do this program? And yes, in fact, I would say for the level 1, it's about 50-50 that we have 50% of students doing this for professional reasons. Either they are wanting a career change or they want to elaborate on a current career, or they're just interested, the other half, in studying Ayurveda for themselves, for their personal health and for the well-being of their family. So it's a really good mix, and we have people who are total newbies and people who have been doing it a long time. And that's because our program covers more than your traditional Ayurvedic program. We go way above and beyond what is traditionally taught in a Foundations of Ayurveda course. Next question. I've never even read a book about Ayurveda. Can I still join? Yes. In fact, we start from the very beginning. So if you're a total newbie, it's fine. What I would recommend is going ahead and buying Katie's book now, Healthy, Happy, Sexy, Ayurvedic Wisdom for Modern Women. You can buy it from us and get a signed copy from our store, or you can go and find it online or at a local retailer. And that book will really give you a good foundation, and you'll totally be ready in January to jump into the program. Now, another aspect, and this is linked to the course structure, is that those first 3 months of the program, we go deep and fast into Ayurvedic theory. We're working and reading in our textbook a lot, and that's because we have to lay down the theoretical and philosophical foundation before we can get to the more fun practical applications. And that's not to say that those first 3 months were dry and terrible, but they are a lot. It is a lot of new information, and our textbook is written by an Indian doctor, and so it's a lot more dense than Healthy, Happy, Sexy. But if you've got that read, you'll be fine in our textbook. And a lot of students email me in those first 3 months. This is you emailing me, and they're worried basically that they're not getting it, or that it's really hard and the info isn't sticking. And what I say to everybody is not to worry. Woo! Because you have all year to learn this. You're not expected to memorize the Sanskrit. Ayurveda really is a lifelong journey, so don't worry about it. We have all the time in the world together. Next question. Woo! How many hours a week should I plan to dedicate to this course? My answer is, I think 5 hours is the minimum. Most students are putting in between 5 to 8 hours a week. So remember, you've got your 3-hour weekly lecture, and then you've got office hours, which isn't new material, but an opportunity for integration, and then you've got your reading and your little assignments. There's not a ton of homework, guys, but we do work on case studies, and we do ask you to try everything out on yourself and journal about it so that you can get that integration and help you learn other worksheets and stuff in your manual. So yeah, 5 to 8 hours a week is what you need. There's only so much that we can do after we've created the material and gotten the content to you. It's up to you to really decide how much time you want to put into your journey, whether you're going to do the meditations and the practices that you learn, whether you're going to talk to the community and be a member, really, of your class, and really engage with this. So it's up to you. It is a self-guided course. We do recommend that you don't get more than a month behind, but we understand that you have a life and you go on vacation and stuff happens. So it's online. That means it's easy to fit into your life. That's why we made it online, so that women, because it is a course for women, can study Ayurveda and fit it into their life and have that life-changing experience. And so with that said, don't go and do 3 other trainings at the same time, because you're going to get overwhelmed. But yeah, it's totally doable to do this program while you work a full-time job. When you have kids, we have tons of moms in the program. We have women who give birth while they're in the program. And it's actually really beautiful, because as much as the program takes time, it is also really, really nurturing. It's a really nurturing program. Do I get a certificate? Yes, you do. And And the second half of that question is, can I start working with people even after I just finished year one? And the answer is yes. We've tried to make year one a self-contained thing, and you can start working with people. And you do get a certificate of completion after year one, and we recommend that you do start working with people because you do gain those coaching skills while you're doing it one-on-one. There's only so much we can teach. There's a lot that comes through experience. Katie would say, start before you're ready. Next question. What's the difference between level 1 and 2? Level 1, we're concentrating on preventative medicine. We do kind of a broad overview of holistic health and women's health. And we're really looking at diet and lifestyle and some basic pharmacology, herbal pharmacology, Ayurvedic nutrition, cooking, and the Eastern-Western perspectives of a lot of issues that we deal with: trauma, nervous system stuff, the thyroid, gut health, menstruation health. I said that weird. And so in the different kind of major phases of a woman's life. In level 2, we get way more into like disease and how disease moves through the tissues and how the process of how disease develops in the body and treatments for those different diseases. And so a lot of our year 2 students start to become hypochondriac. I have lines under here. Is there like a problem with my kidneys? But no, level 2 is also really fun. Level 2 tends to be a smaller class, right? Because if you're moving on to level 2, you're probably way more interested in the professional aspect and you're wanting to do this as a career. And so it's a smaller class, but it's just as fun as year 1. And we'll expand on all the stuff that we learned in year 1, 2, and re-review everything. So it's really great because those concepts, if you felt a little shaky about them in year 1, they will become solidified by the end of year 2. No worries. And the last question that I get a lot is, are there payment plans? And yes, there are. We have a 12-month payment plan, and this is how it works. You go in and you register, and on the day that you register, you make your first payment, and then every month going forward, another payment is debited from your account. And so your payment plan doesn't start in January when the course starts. It starts on the day that you register. Make sense? If there's a certain day you want your payment to come out, please register on that day. So if you want your payments to come out on the 16th or something, register on the 16th, because we don't have control. Like once your payment plan is going, we can't change it. We can't change the date that it comes out of your account, for instance. That stuff we just don't have control over. The 12-month payment plan is super groovy. Early bird ends September 30th. So you get a 12-month payment plan at $269 a month. It was so nice to be able to drop in and say hi. I'm a little camera shy. I'm usually more of a behind the scenes Shakti school goddess. But if you join us in Ayurveda school, you'll see a lot and hear a lot from me. So hi, I'm Amaury again. And I hope that you'll be studying with us this January. I know it's only Thursday, but have a beautiful weekend. Heck yeah.
फूटे फूल अपन सुखे फूटे फूल